The big guy, I don't know what.
We're talking about me or this?
Well, both.
Okay, cool. All right.
You want free shipping. Lou cost a lot to ship to your house. All right, so this is it. Now, we started out with the original heavy duty.
Yes, we did.
And now this is actually a improved heavy duty.
This is the pro version of the heavy
what
duty.
makes this pro?
So it is heavier duty. Okay. If that's a word, it's heavier duty. It holds more weight at the end of the day. So without the wheels on it, our normal everyday heavy duty rack will hold 1,000 pounds total, 250 per shelf. This guy, you can go up to 1,200 pounds or 300 pounds per shelf. So an extra 50 pounds per shelf.
It's like having 3 football players.
Yes.
Big football players. 4 football players.
4 football players. It's almost the whole line. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, linebackers.
It's an O-line.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got plenty of space on it, and it's got the same dimensions as our regular one, but this one weighs 8 pounds more.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, you know, so because it is reinforced, because it is heavier duty, this one is going to have a little bit of extra weight to it, which makes the free shipping even better.
And a little heads up, we have the original one in stock right now. I could show it to you, but don't buy that one. Literally, for like, I think it's like $3 or $4 more, now you can get the Pro.
Yeah.
So if you're buying more, because you love the original one, grab this. Or if you're thinking, gosh, this is kind of the one I want, don't get screwed up by seeing the other one.
Exactly.
It's still great, and that's what I own. I love them. But boy, for a couple bucks more, you want to go for the heavy duty.
No, all day long. I was telling somebody earlier today that, like, if somebody came to me and said, okay, we've got these 2 cars here, this one has power windows, this one doesn't, but they're almost the same price, I'd be like, give me the power windows, dude. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you do that? So that's kind of what you want to think about right now when you see this one. Now, we have the basic colors again, okay? And they're beautiful, but it's the white and it's in the glossy color. This one we're calling either silver or metallic silver. It changes from silver, so straight up silver. Next to me here is the vintage bronze, and by the colors will match back to other pieces. And then right here is the black. And the thing, have you seen this black?
No, and it's gorgeous.
Charcoal. It's like a charcoal.
But it's like a matte too.
It's a matte finish. Ooh. It's like a satin. Feel this. It's like a satin finish. Feel that.
Ooh, that's cool.
Isn't that nice?
I like that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It is like a deep charcoal.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
But we're calling that black.
I love this one here. But let me grab. I'm just going to grab.
And just so you know, the baskets are available.
Oh yeah.
They don't come with it, but the baskets are available.
Right, and they hang on there. And I think we have a couple colors in those. I'm not sure which ones, because it changes like every minute here. All right. So this is the vintage bronze I'm pulling out here. Now, if you look at this, the dimensions on this are very similar. They're exactly the same actually as our regular day-to-day rack that we sell, the large 4-tier. Shelves are 3 feet across. Each one of these is 3 feet going across this way, so this is 12 linear feet of storage. If you look at it this way going across, this is 18 inches across here, so you're getting 1.5 feet, which is actually better than most of the storage solutions out there. These stand about 62 inches tall, and then when you add the wheels to it, it raises them 3 inches, so they go up to 65 inches, okay? This guy weighs 46 pounds. Okay, the normal rack weighs 37, so this has got a little bit more heft to it. But it works exactly the same way. Remember I said 12 linear feet of storage? Give it a little flip of the wrist, a little kick of the foot right here, boom, just like that. It still folds down to 4 inches wide, even though it's more robust than the other one is. Now, let me do the setup real quick, and folks, if you've never seen this before, don't blink, because it is very, very quick the way this happens. You grab the sides, you pull it open like that. I'm gonna spin it around. You don't have to do this part, the spinning part at home. I'm just doing it so you can see the origami toggle. Again, this is patented. We're gonna put this through here, the toggle, push down. Now I'm 95% done with the setup on this. We don't use the A word, assembly, nope, because we're not assembling anything. We flip the top shelf over, and actually I'm gonna have you check out how heavy this is, the shelf is now. And then you just have to let that little latch just fall into place like that, okay? And we're done. And as I mentioned earlier, with this, without the wheels on it, you can go up to 300 pounds per shelf. There's 4 shelves, so that's 1,200 pounds that this beast will hold. Now, if you do have the wheels on it and it raises it that 3 inches, as I mentioned a little while ago, 2 of the wheels, by the way, are locking wheels, as you can see right there, then we recommend 75 pounds per shelf, which in this case with 4 shelves is 300 pounds. But 300 pounds you can roll around.
A lot of weight.
It's good, right?
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Now, you want to see the difference?
Sure,
Because I'm going to show this to you, because I can't really show it to you with weight, but what I'm going to do is show you the underside of this one.
So, and then, remember, for a couple bucks more, get this one.
Yeah, no, seriously, I mean, that's the way, you know, that's the way I'm looking at it. All right, so here they are side by side. This is the everyday one that we sell day in and day out. We've been selling this one for 15 years. It's awesome. I probably own a couple dozen of these, okay? This has one support that goes down the middle. Yeah, you're going to want to come over here. Yeah, right here. one support that goes down the middle of this one here, okay? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that that's the way these were designed, so that they will hold 250 pounds without the wheels on it. So there's one here, and you can see how thick that is, okay? Let's go over to the other one now, right next to it, right here. Not just one, there's 3 down the middle, and they are significantly thicker. The circumference on these is much bigger. So you're getting a heavier gauge support on these, and it's, remember, people are like, well, that doesn't look like that will weigh 8 pounds. It does when you multiply it by 4 shelves. You know what I mean? And you start adding all this up, and all the supports are thicker on this one as well. So you definitely feel, now, here's the thing I said I was gonna ask you to do. Just kind of pick this one up like this.
Sure.
All right, just to see.
Oh, that's
all right.
pretty heavy.
Now pick this one up, and you'll see the difference right away.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm talking about?
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
it is robust, it is strong, so you're gonna be able to just load that thing down. And again, for the price, I'd go for the big boy. Yeah,
because it's only, honestly, I think it's, and Kevin, you can see it, the regular racks are on our flow sheet, and I think it's maybe, I don't want to misquote, but I think it's like $3, $4. 130 versus, what are we doing tonight?
120.
Are you sure the regular ones is 130?
Are they really?
Because this is actually less expensive than that now.
Well then.
Well, oh, there you go.
That's kind of a no-brainer.
Okay, good news is it's actually less expensive to get the Pro heavy duty.
I didn't know that.
Heavy ×2 version.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's
the Big Daddy.
Here's what I'd like to explain on this as well. It is the perfect time to get this if you have a space that makes you completely crazy. Is it the downstairs basement's a mess? Is it the garage you haven't parked a car in 100 years? Is it the storage unit which you're just not using this space efficiently? How many of you have a closet that has a bunch of really big, not even these baby tubs, I mean the big tubs.
Here.
And you've got piled up 10 high, you don't even know what's in the bottom tub.
Right.
Because you do not want to lift all those heavy tubs off to figure out what did we put in there 10 years ago so nobody looks at it. What happens when you get Origami is even the heaviest, biggest tubs can be on here super organized, labeled, so when you need the Christmas decor, the Halloween decorations, the Thanksgiving stuff, it's all accessible. And that's the difference. Origami seriously brings sanity into your life because all the hot mess places like the closets, the garage, the attic, the basement, it's the kids' toys, you know, whatever that big mess is, this big guy's gonna be able to take care of it. We're busy now. We knew this was a great night to pick it up. I am shocked this is actually less expensive than the original guy.
I had no idea.
It's more strength, it holds more weight, and it's free shipping. This is when you wanna get it. In this case, I can't see the shipping costs, but my producer, I'm sure, will help me with that in just a second. It is, it's $25 to ship one of these.
That's our cost, HSN's cost. You and I, if we tried to ship it for that, it wouldn't be 25 bucks for you and me.
Oh my gosh,
I shipped an envelope at Christmas that was almost that much, you know what I mean? So
That's
no.
so true.
So no. Now, I want to show you something, because I saw, when you came over here a minute ago, right, you picked up this bin. There's nothing in this bin, okay? But there's stuff in this bin. This is an entire container of kitty litter, okay? This is a double cinder block, meaning this one's actually reinforced in the middle here. So it weighs way more than a regular cinder block, and that's all real wood on the bottom right there. And the reason I'm showing you this is we're not even close to the weight capacity of this, but watch this. With all this stuff on here, and this is all real that's on here, I can still roll this around because the wheels are so good. It's also because I'm strong, but it's the wheels. The wheels make it really, really simple to do. I gotta have fun with that once in a while.
Of course.
But take a look at that.
And here's something else, if you think capacity too, you're like, I bet it can't hold anything.
Tub.
This is one of these giant tubs. It's not just a little puny bucket that's on here. It's a huge tub, which you could load up with whatever you want inside here. It could be potting soil, it could be mulch. This would be great for mulch.
Ice and beer.
And
sorry.
Well, there you go. Did you notice my
like the first thing I thought
eyes
of.
lit up. I'm like, really, please bring me a drink. But it really is. These are two huge, heavy bags.
Big bags of potting mix.
How many of you should mulch your garden and your yard, but you don't? Because you know why? It's a pain in the butt to have to drag them around by hand. They weigh so much. Now, when you get all that mulch, literally take it out of your car, stick it on here, and you literally roll this around your entire yard and then mulch away. And then when it's all done and you hose it off because you want all the mulch off of it, it'll look brand new.
Yeah, and look what I just did. So, you know, one of the things that's really unique about this particular rack, or even our everyday rack that looks exactly like this, is that you can put them side by side like this, which you cannot do with any other shelving solutions, because if you did, you're never going to be able to get to everything. But because Origami is on wheels, I can slide any one of these out. And I always tell the story about my storage unit, but it's true that I had 2 rows exactly like this, back to back, of 6 of them. And my gosh, it saved me so much money from having to get a second storage unit because I could do this. Because what we're doing here is all this vertical space. If we just had this stuff on the floor here, we could maybe pile it up this high, maybe, if we were lucky, and you'd start crushing things. But we could go all the way up here.
And then on the top one, you can go higher.
You could go even higher on the top one,
But here's what he's talking about, too, if we can widen out. I just want to show you. So you walk to your storage unit, you walk to a closet, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's taking up the whole closet. No, it's not. You take the middle one and
just
you roll
right
the
out.
middle one out.
Yeah, if it doesn't get caught.
Yeah, and then you get whatever you need, or you roll it out of the way, and
got
then
space now.
you have a little hallway to get between these two.
Right.
You like, that's what people start to do with these.
That's
you start going, oh my goodness. So if your garage is a hot mess, don't put them horizontally.
No.
Don't do them like this. Do them like a filing cabinet.
Yeah.
And then can you imagine going into your garage and you look at this wall of origami and everything's labeled. You should label it. And everything looks like, how great would that be? And you could literally actually pull your car into the garage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a miracle.
It's
you
a
could
dream,
use your
right?
It would be a dream.
I need to take a picture of our warehouse because this is exactly how Kelly has all of our setup. Because like we have a lot of props and things we use for shoots. And so she has all of them organized exactly like Origami, sitting like this, side by side by side. And then this is exactly what we do, is we pull them out whenever we need to see stuff. But I'm telling you, the amount of space that's saving us is just remarkable. It's just, and that's the thing about origami, is you just start to come up with these ideas and just different ways. I have some in my garage that are in front of cabinets, okay? Who's building shelves in front of cabinets? You can never get to the cabinets again. But if it's origami, 100% you can.
Right.
100%.
Right. So take the space you have and you really, it'll become, here's what happens with origami. You'll look at a closet, you'll look at a space like your garage, and you'll just be like, this makes me nuts. And then you get the origami, and all of a sudden you'll walk into that same garage, which yesterday was making you crazy, and you go, oh my gosh, I love my garage now. It's so organized. That closet is so organized. It's a great feeling. Now also too, we do want to mention too, if you decide you want to use these, let's say in home decor, I'm going to pull this back here by the TV set. So let's say you get a couple of these tonight, right? And you actually want to do something like this, like maybe you have a longer wall.
I like it.
You could put one on either side of your television set in the center. And again, it's the baskets you put in here and how you decorate it that will change the look of it. It doesn't have to be super industrial if you don't want it to. You're going to add friendlier accents, pretty things, leafy things, green plants, what have you. You could have one on either side of the TV and really get that area organized too.
You know, I've told you before, my wife Kelly is the queen of containers. So she has all kinds of wicker baskets and canvas baskets and, you know, just any kind that they make. And that's what she does, is she puts them on the origamis to soften the look of it. Because we do have some that we actually use as furniture, because we call it store decor. Could be storage in the morning, decor in the afternoon. But doing things like you're describing is exactly what makes it look like it just belongs there. I've seen it where I've walked into a room and didn't realize it was origami right away.
Oh, wow,
you know
no
what
kidding,
I mean? Just because it just looks so normal. Even in a kitchen, if you want to keep your kitchen electrics on here, you could absolutely do that. One of my favorite things, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the storage unit thing, is if you have a walk-in closet or a walk-in pantry.
Yes.
Because I always tell people, listen, what do you think happens with that space where you stand when you walk into the closet? You know, when you close that door, do you think elves come out and put things away, or what do you think happens? Nothing. It's just an empty space.
And it's useless space.
And it's useless space. Put the origami in there, roll it in there, and then when you need to get in the closet, you just roll it out. It's going to double your space, maybe, possibly. It's 12 linear feet of storage. Think about that.
Yeah. Black. You guys are loving the black, and you're loving the white. There's only 250 left in the black, and it's a beautiful matte black. It's almost like a really deep charcoal.
I love it.
Gorgeous. So a couple things to note. The shipping on this by itself is $25. That's why you gotta order it between now and midnight tonight, because our free shipping on everything indeed ends at midnight. We've sold almost 1,700. This is the granddaddy, the Mac Daddy of them all, because it's the Pro Heavy Duty. It is like the original Heavy Duty, but holds more, has a stronger capacity to it. You have all the greatest colors. You're looking at the greatest hits when it comes to the colors in origami, all decorator friendly, all easy to incorporate into any environment whatsoever. whatsoever. And remember, in this case, we have 4 flex pays. So a major credit card, you'll get this home for $31.74. And that free shipping is huge. It's $25 to ship one of these. And that, as you said, Lou, that's our cost.
Yeah.
If you had to ship it by yourself, you're talking
Yeah,
a ton of money.
Normal people not shipping it for that cost.
No, you're not shipping it. There's no way.
No.
Yeah, let's talk about the connecting racks.
All right, so these are the connecting racks. They work on either the original 4-tier large rack or even on this Pro rack that you're buying right now, okay? The